Hello friends, today's story is about a girl who due to her beauty has become a doll in the showcase of a rich man. But by the time she realized this, it was too late. So let's see what happened to this girl. Friends, this is the third episode of Roar Season 1, whose name is Woman Who Was Kept on a Shelf. At the beginning of the story, we see a little girl named Amelia. Her mom, while preparing her for a beauty contest, says that if I have to choose between beauty and intelligence for my daughter, so my answer will always be that I will always want to see you beautiful. These words of her mother stuck in Amelia's mind. Amelia's mom takes her not only to this contest, but to all the contests happening around her. And just like that, Amelia has grown up now. And now, she is a famous model. But despite having so much success and bright future, we don't know why Amelia doesn't like this world. She always feels lonely. Big businessmen and celebrities keep coming to every fashion show of Amelia. And in one such fashion show, she meets a big businessman named Harry. Gradually, the closeness between the two started to develop, and soon Amelia has shifted to Harry's house. Her life is beginning to seem like a story of shifts. But suddenly, one day, Amelia wakes up from a sound, not seeing Harry near her. She comes out of her room to see where the sound is coming from. Coming out, she sees that Harry is making a big shelf on a wall. Amelia gets a little surprised after seeing this, because for this kind of work, a big businessman like Harry should hire professionals. But he himself is making that shelf. Harry tells her that this shelf is not for a showcase or books. In fact, Harry made this shelf for Amelia. Amelia is very happy after hearing this, because Amelia's thought about what could be the consequences can't go far. And when Amelia comes to know that Harry wants Amelia to always sit on the same shelf, then she is surprised. Harry explains to her that I want you to always be in front of my eyes, so that even while working, I can always keep looking at you. With this, I will be able to grow my business 100 times, because as soon as I lay eyes on you, I will realize what I have. I will be able to concentrate better on my work. When you are not in front of me, I don't feel like working at all. That's why I have prepared this shelf for you. You always sit there in front of me. But Amelia reminds Harry that she is a working woman and she has to go out every day for her work. Then Harry says, so what is the problem in this? Anyway, you don't like your work, you leave your job. And if you stay with me, I promise that I will never let you lack anything. Then why do you need to work? Amelia is unable to convince herself even with all of Harry's words. But Harry thrusts into her again and again. Amelia finally agrees for Harry's happiness, and at the same time, she sits on that shelf. Harry quickly gives her a cushion so that Amelia has no problem sitting up. After this, Harry goes to prepare breakfast for both of them. Amelia tries to adjust herself on that shelf from behind. Scene changes. After a few days of all this, today is Amelia and Harry's wedding day. But even today, Amelia is not allowed to come down from that shelf. Even in her bridal dress, Amelia sits on the same shelf. And from there, she sees everyone enjoying. And when everyone's eyes are on Amelia sitting above, then Amelia likes it very much. But after the party is over, even after all the guests have left, she is not allowed to come down. In fact, Harry even spends his first night with Amelia on the same shelf. This is how the days passed. And Amelia, because she was not allowed to take it down from the shelf, so she tries to keep herself busy on that same shelf. She reads magazines, exercise, does makeup. This is how she passes her time. But Amelia is also afraid that Harry might get disturbed because of her. But Harry tells her that he is not disturbed at all. Rather, he feels bad that due to work, he is not able to spend time with Amelia. Harry brings expensive gifts every day to keep her happy. And Amelia also becomes very happy after receiving these gifts. But her happiness doesn't last long because sitting idle on that shelf all day has become boring. And why is this only for her? This is a really very boring for anyone else. There is no one in that whole house to talk to. Even the servants of this house would see her in this condition and go away. Not only this, gradually Harry has also reduced his attention to her. Not only this, gradually Harry has also stopped bringing gifts for her. He just blows a flying kiss at Amelia as he leaves the house. Earlier, Harry liked everything Amelia said, every action of hers. But these days, he doesn't even have time to look at Amelia. Amelia is very well dressed every day, in the hope that maybe Harry will look at her once. But Harry doesn't have time. He doesn't even look at her. In fact, Harry is gradually becoming disrupted due to Amelia sitting there. That's why Amelia has stopped talking to Harry unnecessarily. In this way, the distance between the two has started increasing. One day, Amelia was dressed in a very beautiful dress and was sitting for Harry. She thought that maybe Harry will take a look at her now and will praise her. But Harry doesn't even notice her. On the contrary, he notices that outside light is falling on his laptop. That's why he calls some of his servants and asks them to rotate in the opposite direction of his desk. And turning his back towards Amelia, he gets busy with his work again. Amelia had no choice but to look at Harry from behind. This hurts Amelia a lot. She can't stop her tears. It was most important for Harry to see Amelia's face. Today he is not even looking at her. 3 years have passed like this. Amelia is still sitting on the same shelf. One day, Amelia hears someone coming inside the house from outside. She understands that Harry has gone home from office. But the surprising thing is that he did not come even once to meet Amelia. Amelia calls him several times, but Harry doesn't answer her. Amelia is absolutely heartbroken by Harry's behavior. Amelia now understands that she has strangled her freedom with her own hands. And at that very moment, she decides that enough is enough and she will no longer be on this shelf. She will get down from there. But it is not that easy for her, although that shelf was not very high from the ground. But for so many years, she did not get down from that shelf even once. And that's why she gets very nervous. That's why, to check the height, she first throws down one of her sandals. But she becomes even more nervous after seeing sandal falling down. After this, getting nervous, she also throws down her other sandal. After this, she gathers all the courage and decides to jump down. But accidentally her hand slips and she falls down. She feels like she is falling off the Eiffel Tower. She thinks that maybe she will not survive, and even if she survives, her arms and legs will be broken. But nothing like that happens. She didn't even get a scratch. She is happy to see herself safe and sound. But due to sitting on that shelf for so many years, Amelia's legs have become completely stiff and she starts having problems in walking. She tries to walk slowly, holding onto the furniture, and after a lot of efforts, she manages to control herself and comes out of the house. In this way, after 3 years, she has seen the outside light today. Amelia is very happy. She starts playing with the pool water, tennis balls, and all the things present there. After so many years, Amelia comes out and starts dancing with joy. After this, while dancing, she comes out of the house and sits in a delivery van. This van drops her off in middle of the city. After getting down from the van, first of all, she tries to hug the van itself and then moves forward while dancing. Finally, she has accepted herself as a normal human being instead of a doll kept in the showcase. She happily starts dancing with strangers, running after the dog, starts jumping on the table, and she starts roaming around the whole city on the scooter of unknown people. Wandering like this, she reaches a beach and she also dances with a dance group there. From there, she runs away over the waves of the ocean. It all feels like a dream to her, but it seemed as if the high waves of the sea had wakened her up from her dream. Coming out of the sea, she asks an unknown man if he has an extra towel. The man refuses her. That's why she starts walking in wet clothes only. And while walking, she reached outside a makeup store. Through the glass partition of the store, she sees that all the makeup has been washed off and the mascara on her eyes has completely spared. This is not acceptable for her as a model. That's why she goes inside that store and she does her makeup by picking up some items from the free samples available there. At the same time, a salesperson from that store named Jordan comes to Amelia and she praises her makeup a lot. Jordan asks Amelia, "Are you a makeup artist?" Amelia speaks with a fake smile. "No, I am not a makeup artist. I am just a trophy in the showcase of a billionaire businessman." Jordan speaks very politely after listening to Amelia. "How does it matter? I believe that whatever you do should bring you happiness. My mom always says this." Amelia is very surprised to hear her words because Jordan's mom's words are very different from her mother's words. Amelia says, "My mom says that if she had to choose between being smart and being beautiful, she would choose beauty every time." Jordan says, "Why do you need to choose something? You can keep both together." Amelia was shaken to the core after hearing Jordan's words because she never thought of it that way. After this, when Amelia starts leaving from there, then Jordan approaches Amelia to buy something from there because she works there on commission basis. But at the moment, Amelia doesn't have money to buy anything. That's why she rejects Jordan. From there, Amelia comes straight back to Harry's house. And after reaching home, she keeps staring at the same shelf because she has spent 3 years of her life sitting there. Amelia was feeling very angry today after seeing that shelf. And after thinking a lot, she finally breaks that shelf. Scene changes. 1 year has passed since this incident, and now Amelia has opened her own makeup store, and she has become very successful in this business. Her makeup store is very famous, where girls from far and wide line up to get makeup done from her store. And do you know what is the most surprising thing? Amelia has made a shelf for herself in this store too. She always sits on top of it. It is written above the shelf, "Let everyone look," that is, let everyone see. She wants to show everyone that beauty is not everything. Along with beauty, brain is also important. That is beauty with brain. And Amelia has started a decent business using both of these. Friends, so much importance is given to beauty in our society that we have forgotten that there is something called intelligence. In our society, there are many women like Amelia and her mom, in whose mind it is so important to look beautiful. It has been so instilled in them that they can't think of anything else. But today Amelia has proved that between beauty and brain is the most important. And with this, the beautiful but eye-opening story of many people ends here. So friends, how did you like this story? Do tell us in the comments, and also do not forget to tell which movie story would you like to hear after this. If you liked our explanation, then support us by liking and sharing the video. See you soon with another interesting story. Till then, bye bye, take care.